Hello and good morning. Today you are going to watch me on this channel. I'm so lucky that I am going to take a takeover on Tindra's YouTube channel. So today you're going to watch my day in my life as I am on off-season. As you may know or not, I am Tindra's client or athlete. I don't know what to call it. Client, athletes, yeah. I am maybe going to compete in bikini next year or something. I'm going to talk about it later. But so me and Tindra are working together to get me on stage again. Yes, I have been on stage before. But I am thinking now that I am going to make some food because I have already done my check-ins. I'm going to send it soon. I'm not that proud of the check-ins today. Not the best posing, but that's okay. So I'm gonna make my oatmeal now and take my glutamine, and I think I need to take my creatine too. So you're going to come with me, and I'm also going to answer a lot of questions today. So don't worry, I'm going to answer some questions soon. Okay, don't you think that I don't have any more glutamine because my boyfriend used it up today, but he's on prep, so I guess I'm the last person to be prioritized in this situation, so it's okay. But so we're not gonna take glutamine today. We're going to take creatine. I usually actually blend it in my oatmeal because I hate drinking powder drinks. You know what I mean? With so much powder, and I feel like this tastes like shit. So I don't know if it's just me. But when I am mixing it in my oatmeals, I don't taste it. But when I'm doing it with mixing it with like drink or saft, I don't like it at all. So now I'm mixing and making my oatmeal. As you may have seen a little bit, I'm making it here. I am using an isolate protein powder. Right now is SSN. I have no. This is my favorite right now. It's caramel biscuits. I'm very like a basic person when it comes to oatmeal. I like one taste and that's it. I usually like always have one taste I use like for so long, and then I might test another one, and then I switch. But I'm saying so much. I'm so sorry, but like I said, my first language is not English. So this is my oatmeal. I have 60 grams of oats, 25 grams of protein powder or isolate powder, and then I have 10 grams with peanut butter and 100 grams of raspberry, and then I have something to drink. And now I'm gonna watch something on the TV. I don't know what I want to watch right now, but yeah. Okay, so I think we could do some questions. I don't know if this is a little wrong angle. Is this better? Maybe. I wrote down all the questions, so I have like put it in like life, bodybuilding, posing, and coaching, and random. I think I have written it down in like categories. So I was thinking I could start about a little about life, because I need you guys to get to know me a little bit. As you may know, I am, as I said at the start, I'm one of Tinder's athletes, and I am now on off-season, so you're going to come with me on a day in my life as on off-season. So I asked you guys if you could ask me some questions so I could put it in YouTube channel, and you did not disappoint, because I got a lot of good questions. So I don't know if I'm going to go through every question, so if you have some questions that you did not get the answer, please comment it in the comment sections, and then I will hopefully answer. So I will ask first some question about me and who I am. So first question I actually got was, how are you so fresh at the gym and look so pretty at the gym? And to be honest, I don't know how to answer that, but thank you so much. Actually, the only thing is I love having a cute gym outfit. I always need a cute gym outfit, because that does, like, when you feel good, you lift good, you know? So I don't know how to answer it, but I always go to work before I'm working out too, so I always have makeup on, I always have my hair done, because of the people that don't know me, I'm a hairdresser. I have been a hairdresser for 5 years, so when I'm going to the gym after work, I probably have done my hair, I have probably done my makeup, so I just put on a gym outfit and then I look good, I don't know. And also I got a question what I work with and how do I like combine work and this sports or bodybuilding. To be honest, it's not that simple, because I have very different work days. Some days I work late, some days I work early, and some days I work on the weekends. So it's very, for me, I feel like my routines are always a little different for each day. So it's very important to me to have some routines that always fits in the day, like training and always eating my breakfast the way I like it, and I always wake up a certain time, so I know I always can wake up that time every single day, either if I'm working late or early, because I will sometimes work 9 in the morning or I will start 12. It's like so different on one, like it's so different time all the time. But I don't know how to say, how was the question? How I combine it, and if I have little time for doing other things like being with my friends. And I don't know how, but I always can do it. You always can make time for people if you want to. If you want to, you can. If you just schedule your day, you can do it. And if you want to, you can do it. And this is actually a really good question I got, is do you ever feel left out in the normal 20s, like drinking, partying and traveling? This sport does not leave much space for such. And that's true, but I actually don't like partying and drinking, so for me that's not a problem. I have never been liking it. Of course I have done it, and of course I do it sometimes, even now when I can, but it's not, I have never felt like, you know, when you're going out and the next day, I have never felt like, oh my god, this was such a good day, I want to do it all over again next weekend. I am always hangover, and I'm so, like, you know, the very hangover depression feeling, I always get that feeling. the day after, and my body don't like alcohol, so the day after I'm so not good. I'm not well in my body, so I have always not been such a fan of it. But as I'm saying, of course I have been partying and I have been drinking, but maybe not that much as normal. I don't know what normal is either, so maybe and maybe not, I don't know. It depends on what you normal is. I go out on the club. I really don't go to the club, maybe like 3 times a year. That's a lot, I feel. But drinking, I can maybe take a glass or 2, but like I said, if I drink much, I don't feel well the day after, so I don't like the feeling at all. But traveling is the hard thing, actually. Traveling, I want to do more of. I want to travel the world. I want to be everywhere. I have not been so many places, or I have been many places, but I have not been outside of Europe, for example. So I want to do that one time. And of course, that's not very... I can do it in this lifestyle, of course, but when I'm on prep, it's a little harder. But now on off-season, I could do it more. But of course, you need to maybe think a little bit about the food and maybe train a little bit. But of course, it's possible to travel when you're on this type of sport or bodybuilding. You just need to be prepared and have, like I said, schedule the days, and it would go fine. But yeah, where do you see yourself in 5 years? In 5 years, hopefully I am maybe engaged. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, actually. I want to be engaged, and hopefully we have bought a place together, or we are living together now, but I want to like buy something. We're just renting now, so hopefully we have bought something together. And I don't know, I don't like to have so much control on what's happening in the year. I like to just think what's happening this year, not like all the other years. Of course, if I have something planned, of course, but like I don't know what I want. If that makes sense. I don't know what I want in 5 years. I have not that big hopes of myself, because I don't know if I want kids, or do I want it very late? Do I want it in 5 years, or is it in 10 years? I don't know. So I am not thinking that much of where I want to be in 5 years. Okay, so I think I'm going to tell you about what I'm going to do today. So I think the clock now is 9 o'clock or something. And I am going to fix I'm going to have a pedicure on my toes. So now 11 o'clock, or no, 11:15. So I'm just gonna chill a little bit. I need to send the check-ins to Tundra. I have not done that. So I need to do that. And then I am going to do the pedicure, and I'm going home and I'm going to eat and then go training. Or I actually think I'm going to eat when I'm doing my pedicure, because I'm going to where I work, because there we have one lady that does pedicure, so I'm going to do it on my work, so then it's okay for me to eat while I'm doing it, because they know me. To work out, I'm going to have glutes and hamstring and a little bit quads, like legs. And then I'm going to try and do some posing, because I know you guys wanted me to pose and have some question about the posing also. And then I'm going to go on a walk with my sister. Then I think I'm going to get my steps. So I'm not gonna show so much about my sister maybe, but like when I'm walking. That's my plans for today. So I'm going to make my cream of rice right now. Yeah, I need protein powder and some cream of rice. I'm going to eat this when I am doing my pedicure, I think. I need to think a little bit about it, actually. You know what? I think I'm starting to get a little sick, and that's so annoying because it's always the time when I'm the most motivated to train too, and like all of this when I'm on the top of the motivation. So that's perfect. So I think I need to be a little careful about when I'm training today, just to, you know, just feel how it feels. Because when I trained yesterday too, I was feeling a little but I know I'm on my period next week too. 100 grams of cream of rice and 25 grams of protein powder, and I am mixing it with this one here. I'm taking some water and blending it together. I'm that one girl that likes my cream of rice cold. I don't cook it either. It's actually my boyfriend that taught me this, but now he's on prep and he likes to experiment with food, so now he's like cooking it and warming it up and doing that with it. So yeah, but he taught me cream of rice and just use cold water and then put it in the fridge for like 1 hour, and I feel like that's the best cream of rice actually. I'm not that person, or maybe I don't have tasted a good cream of rice warm, I don't know, but I feel like last time I tried it warm I almost puked. Okay guys, now I have done my makeup. It's just very natural. I didn't take any mascara on. Yes, I have put on some self-tan. It look like shit. Now I'm going to do some cleaning in the house, or cleaning in the apartment first, and then I will be driving to work, not to work, but to do my pedicure. Yeah, we're going to have this bright pink. Of course, I'm having a pink one, and have my pink bottle with my pink sweater, no, jacket. Always pink. I'm waiting for my feet to get soaked. Ew. Ew. Now I have done the pedicure, so now I'm going home. I think I actually need to go to do training right away. I need to maybe take a pre-workout. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. Maybe I'm just need to take a pre-workout. Just relax like 10 minutes. Oh, so I'm back in my car. Now I'm driving to the gym and I am going to have legs, and I'm going to try to film as much as possible. Sometimes there are a lot of people, so I need to be careful, but if not, so I'm gonna film a little bit when I'm posing. Hopefully I'm gonna pose a little bit, just because when I'm training legs it's really hard to pose afterwards because your legs are very pumped and you're walking in heels. But I will see. what I managed to do. Okay guys, I'm just talking a little bit, not that loud because people can hear me very well here, but I'm in the posing room. I'm very lucky to train at a bodybuilding or gym, I would say, because they have a posing room, so I'm very lucky. Now I'm actually going to pose a little bit, but first I want to answer two questions I got. How are you so good at posing, and can you show us some posing? And I'm going to film a little bit of my just how I usually practice, but my best tips is practice. I think for me it's because I love posing. It's like, I think it's so fun to pose, so for me it's very easy to be practicing, but of course if you don't like it, it's a little hard to practice, but believe me, if you practice a lot, it will make it so much easier, especially on off season. It's very important. It did me very good when I was competing last year, because I was practicing in off season. It helped me a lot. I have been dancing a lot before I started going to the gym, so maybe that's why I have a good flow. I have no idea, but maybe. Also, one thing I would recommend if you're posing and practicing, have a good music on. It helps a lot, like bad bitch energy. And one thing more, I would recommend film every single time, because that will make sure you will always see the small things. And of course, I would also recommend actually getting a coach, posing coach, if you feel like it's really hard. Then I would recommend a posing coach, or I would anyways actually recommend it, because then you know you will look perfect. Now I'm done at working out. I have a banana here. Oh my god, the lighting was bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna eat this banana now, and I'm going to the store because I need to buy some food. Oh my god, I'm so tired today too. My motivation does not find a place here, but you know, that's why discipline is the thing. I'm gonna need to go to the store now and buy some food, and then I'm going home and going to make my rice, take a shower, and then I need to make more food for the rest of the day. But it's okay. A little avocados and granola, energy drinks, when you're going like standing in line, and then you see this, and I was like, okay, fuck that, I'll buy one. Okay, so now I need to make some rice, because after I have worked out, I always eat 100 grams of banana, 100 grams of rice, and 100 grams of chicken. So I am actually going to do that now. I thought I could answer some questions right now. How did you start bodybuilding? And I want to start, but I don't know how. First of all, I started achieving, like, going for the bikini look, or like wanted to compete in bikini. I think it's almost 2 years. Actually 2 years and some months when I'm thinking about it, actually. Sorry, that's wrong. 2 years and some months ago, I started the journey. Wanted to recommend, if you want to start in bodybuilding, I would recommend finding a good coach, or like just a coach to guide you to what to eat, what to train, how is your physique, what is it to need to be worked on, going on a cut to see how your body is looking before you're going on a stage. I would highly recommend the coach. The coach will help you with all of it. I would never recommend not to have a coach. If you are aiming to do bodybuilding, get a coach in good time. If you're thinking, I want to compete as fast as I can, you still need to have a coach. Find yourself a coach and then start bodybuilding. What is your dream within the sport? What do you want to accomplish? I have dyslexia, so it's really hard for me to some words. You know what I mean. You know what? I have no big goals in bodybuilding, actually. I just want to beat myself, if that makes sense. I want to be a better version of myself than last time I was on stage. My goal is not to like get the pro card and go to Olympia. Of course, if that happens, oh my god, I would die, but that's not my goal for it. My goal to do bodybuilding is because I love to do things, or I like to challenge myself. I love to challenge myself, to do new stuff or new things, and yeah, I'm just having fun right now. Maybe I will have a big goal, but like last time I was doing a prep and prepping for a show. My goal that time were just to go on stage. My goal were never to get the first place or a second place or third place, you know what I mean? So yeah. My fourth meal today, it's protein yogurt, or like quark with granola and some chocolate, dark chocolate, and a little bit of peanut butter. And of course I forgot to buy apples, because I was going to switch off the raspberry and apples today with these two meals, but I forgot.
So I think.
Okay, so I'm so lucky to have my boyfriend here with me. So he will be answering a question with me. What is the best part about this sport and what's the worst? I wanted to have my boyfriend here with me because I think it's cool to have two answers, because maybe we think not the same about it. The good thing or the best part I feel like is that bodybuilding community is very big, so you get you get very many new friends, you will get new experience, you can travel the world if you want to with the sport, and you can challenge yourself on a different way.
I feel like the best part about bodybuilding and competing is the feeling of putting yourself through all the hard work and the discipline, and you become a better person of yourself. And yeah, just being true to yourself, true to the training, and growing in every way.
The worst part, I would say, is maybe you risk family and friends sometimes. You risk spending, sometimes actually food are a thing that you will connect more with people, I feel like. Of course, if they are a good friend, you can take your prep food with you, but I feel like sometimes I think it's around food, but it depends on the people you are around too. So I feel like the worst part is it can affect your relationships with friends and family if they don't understand you.
I feel the worst part about bodybuilding is more the relationship with food that you might get, not everyone, but some in particular, it becomes a very fine line between it being like an order and a disorder. And many people, maybe after prep or after a hard diet, they start eating everything, and the food becomes disordered, and you get an unhealthy relationship with food. And the same with family and social life. It becomes very, like, it takes over your life. Everyone wants to make time for family and such, but when you're just in the mindset, you don't even come to think over the fact. You just realize one day you haven't seen them in weeks or months. And of course, we want to look out for the people we care about and our friends, even if we are on a prep or not. So I think that's the worst part.
Mm-hmm. And since you were talking a little bit about the phases after prep, I also got a question about how was post-prep for you. For me and for him, it's completely different. Because for me it was very hard, because I have always had, I don't know how to say it, not really bad relationship, but maybe bad choices in food. I have always eaten before I started bodybuilding, I didn't think of what I was putting in my body. I was just eating to eat. So when I then started the prep, I eat food that I normally didn't eat. So for me, when prep was over, it was so much food I wanted to have again. So it became very much it was so much food I wanted to have. So I kept on eating and eating and I couldn't stop, and then it become to a point where I always felt bloated, I always felt like shit, I didn't have energy because I ate so much, and then it was, I couldn't stop myself, it was really hard, and for the post-prep for me was really hard, because I was so hungry all the time, because you have been on so low on the food for so long.
After my competition, I had the day after the competition, I ate like whatever I wanted, but as soon as I came home from competition, I started prepping food, and I started on a new meal plan, or a reverse diet, and I had that reverse for 13 weeks after my competition, with a few cheat meals here and there, but mostly it was 90% strict. So I limited myself to slowly increase the food, to keep control of the weight, and maximize the progress I can make by building muscle at the start of the off-season. But again, it's hard because after the competition I was really hungry all the time, and I remember it was worse after my competition when I started the reverse. Then it was at my lowest on carbs and calories on prep, because I got that little spike of the carbs after my show, and when I went down, I just became so hungry all the time. I had trouble sleeping because I was hungry, but when it comes to that point, you're not going to suffer after prep. So we increased the food and kept everything under control, because it's one thing to be strict and everything with the reverse and everything, but it's not meant to be suffer after prep.
Thank you for my boyfriend for being in the video. I look so small.
You are small.
Yes.
Yes.
Want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok? My name is mina.hovland. Maybe Tindra will write it here. I don't know how she will do it, but I'll write it down in the comment info. I don't know. And then some asked me if you have a hint on what my next bikini color is going to be, and I'm actually thinking it's actually between two colors. Either I'm going to do pink again, just not the same pink, or I'm going to do blue or pink. I'm 90% sure which color I'm going to have about those two, but you guys won't know before next year. Thought I could go a little around that with coaching with Tindra, and how it is to be coached by her. To have Tindra as a coach is a very blessing thing, because I feel like I get the attention that I want as a client. I get answered really fast if I ask her a question. She's always there to answer, and she is always honest about things, and like she's always excited for me, and that I feel like it's really important to have a coach that is happy for you and like excited to you going on stage, and you feel like she loves to do this, you know what I mean? And I feel that with Tindra. Sindra is that she shows me that she likes to coach, and then she also loves to see me grow. Coaching in general, I would recommend a coach if you're going to bodybuild. Like I talked in maybe an early video, it's so important to have a coach if you want to go for bodybuilding. Of course, there are some people that's coaching themselves, but then you need to know they either have done that a long time and they have some knowledge, but I would 100% recommend a coach if you're going to go on a stage, even if bikini, wellness, fit model. It's either way, if you're going to bodybuild, I will recommend a coach, and it's worth the money for your own health. One question I got was, what would you say to your younger self at the start of your gym journey? And not to get emotional here, because what I would say you're going to do it. Don't worry, you're going to do it. But one thing, push yourself a little bit more. Because I remember at the start of my journey, I thought it was so I was so afraid to push myself, not to like get muscles and all of that. I was just afraid to hurt myself. But if you're doing it right, you can push yourself, a little bit more. And even now I can push myself in some exercises even a little bit more, but that thought is still there a little bit. But I'm working on it. So maybe tell my younger self is, you're going to do it even when the people around you don't really believe in you. And I know my people that time didn't believe me. It was not just a real thing. It was just because I just suddenly one day wanted to go gym, and then gym every single week. Close it. Now we're having meal number 4. This is some bread with eggs, 2 eggs and some ham. I have made it a little macro friendly, so I'm following my macros, and so this is like off plan but macros. I'm always trying to stay on the macros as good as possible. When I want to have something else, I want it to be the right macros. So I'm going to eat this now, and then I'm going to take all my meds or my vitamins before I go to sleep. Time to sleep. Now I have no makeup on, I have brushed my teeth, and now I'm going to sleep. The clock is 10 and I need sleep. Tomorrow is the last day at work before holiday, Easter holiday. Then I will have 6 days of work. That will be so amazing. But I hope you guys like the video. I hope it was not too boring, and I hope it was a good vlog. And if it's something you feel like I could do better, please let me know, because maybe one day I will start a YouTube channel. I have no clue, maybe. English is not my first language, as you may have heard in this video, and I'm so sorry for the people that are a little better than me in English, especially my friends that are watching. But I'm not that good at English, but I'm trying. I one time heard of one of my clients, it would be, no clients, it's one of my customer I had in my chair, and she was English, and it was her first language, and she said I was pretty good, so I am going with that one and holding it tight, and hopefully it was true. No, but I hope you guys like the video, and if you want to follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I'm actually kinda... I'm trying to vlog at Snapchat, but it's in Norwegian, so if you're not from Scandinavia, you probably don't know what I'm talking about.